I was 6 years old when I got into a bus crash. Well, technically, school bus number 26 did not crash, and the world did not stop for anyone else but me. However, 3 words an older kid spoke on the back of the moving vehicle left me emotionally paralyzed for years. Only 3 words and 4 syllables. I easily comprehended the first 2 words. Shut up. But my brain lingered on the last one. I had only heard that word in movies I loved about great African American heroes who had faced adversity and came out stronger, but I didn't feel strong. I was silent for the rest of the bus ride and the rest of the walk home. I tried to smile. Who cares what some random kid says on the bus? But I cared. I cared so much that it consumed me entirely. When I got home, I went straight upstairs to the sink. I stood on my step stool at 6 years old and spent 16 minutes with a washcloth and soap. I tried to scrub the melanin off my skin, to make it white like my mother's, my neighbors, the kids on the bus. I eventually sat down, arms not white, but red from irritation. I tried to cry as quietly as possible, with my torn up arms and self-image. That was the first time in my life I felt like I was different in a bad way. This crash stunted me for years, and yet the shame I felt kept me silent. The change in my attitude in school was immense. I didn't want to be loud anymore. I barely wanted to talk. I moved out of my hometown at age 8 and tried to bury what happened in the soil of Ohio. The shame and trauma took years for me to even acknowledge. After burying it down so far, it felt like grave digging when I began to talk about it. When I opened the bus accident wound, I also opened a conversation. I wasn't alone, very far from it. Not only did this start a conversation in my family, but talking about my experience helped open doors in my school that had never been opened. In high school, I made it my mission to keep the conversation going. To prevent future crashes, I became a co-president of my school's international club to promote understanding of other cultures and eliminate bigotry and ignorance, the same bigotry and ignorance that had caused my crash in the first place. I joined a Stop the Hate Club at my school to share my experiences with those interested in understanding. I continue to spread my knowledge and turn the hate I have endured into learning experiences for others.